Hello, everybody. This is episode 50 of the Keep It Rollin Podcast. I'm Kyle Perkins, and I'm here with Joey Deal.
Yes, sir.
And we are getting back into the podcast. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So
episode 50. It should be a big celebration.
It's a big celebration right off the bat.
Are we going to press buttons? What the hell?
Oh, it's on a different set. Oh my goodness.
Dude, we can't have episode 50 like this.
We're ready.
Oh, our voices.
Voice module. Oh, you changed the voice module.
Listen, Joe.
I think we should
my
keep
goodness.
it that way.
I love it.
I think girls.
I think more than anything, guys, the podcast started on us verbal flopping. It goes to episode 50, little verbal
Nothing's
floppage.
changed.
That's perfect.
I'm going to see one more time here. Hold on.
Hit.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Well, today what I've noticed is
When you're talking on a microphone, it can be kind of weird.
What if you monitor your voice? It could be kind of noticed.
But there might be a large robot talking
Oh.
So we got some nice ways we can adapt the podcast a little bit.
Wait, there's one more. I just need to know.
A small robot.
Oh, robot.
All right, no more of that. It's over.
We'll get serious for you guys. So
Episode 50.
a lot of stuff been going on at the gym lately, so we definitely wanted to announce that for the people who maybe just keep up with us through the podcast. I can definitely think of some of our former students who moved away who'd be very interested, like Marco and stuff. You know, he's definitely Marco loved the podcast. Marco loved the gym, so you know, definitely anybody who hasn't been at the gym in a while, we've made a lot of big changes, and you can kind of see behind us we have a whole new mat area built out. It was a big dream of ours for a while to have this done, and finally came to fruition.
Yeah, so I'll explain locationally what has changed. Yeah, this area that we're in right now, this is not where we usually did podcasts. We would do our podcast. We had like a cool setup that I went back and I kind of looked through all of our old episodes a little bit the other day, and I was listening to some fun stuff and just to see how great our setup was before. It was so cool.
Yep.
We had we went from this like shitty couch that we got from Doug, one of our students.
Stinky couch.
It was actually a nice couch. It was really comfy.
But after we used it after open mats
People
a lot.
would be sitting on a couch, sweaty. It was pretty gross. But we went from that setup, which looked like someone's like basement couch, which it was.
Yep.
And then we got all this nice furniture that we bought. And we put up like a really cool sign that said "Keep It Rollin."
Yep.
We had like a legitimate
Our belts
studio.
were up.
Our belts, everything looked really professional, which was a cool setup. And that was all in what we now have as a gym, the gym area, like the weight room. So we still have the sign up there. We need to take it down, maybe use it somewhere. But now we're sitting in the room that was the gym before. It was a weight room, which is now our main matted area. It's our main training area. So we have an elevated surface. Our square footage here is pretty big. I don't know. Do you measure it out?
I don't know the huge square footage. I definitely
It's 3.
Well, so I would say 6
by
12, 18, 24,
I don't do math.
30, about 35 that way. I don't know how much that way, but I think it's more. So yeah.
It's definitely more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So big mat space. And this is just like our main mat. And then we have our secondary mat. And, we just did our Sunday open mat. Which is like one of our bigger days. Usually we have a lot of people.
I mean, I was
Today
counting.
was packed.
You could have had 40 people comfortably rolling on this mat. I was kind of counting. That
think
would
there
be.
was?
There wasn't. There was times you had like 32, 36, but there was a lot of people like sitting on the edges and stuff too. So you could definitely have like about 40 people
On just one mat.
on this one, and we got the secondary mat too. So
The second mat's a little bit smaller, but yeah.
Gym could probably hold 60 people rolling hard, and that's you think like seminars and stuff like that. You could have hundreds of people here doing learning. So really really cool.
Yeah, we're happy with the mat space. So this was a big project, and it took us a long time. If we think of it like we started in February, it's now what?
August
3rd. So it took us some time. We took our time. We had a lot of other things that we had to concern ourselves with, but there's still more progress to be made. We are almost done. I feel like I think we're on the back end now.
Yeah, all the major projects are done. Putting up wall mats, building out the frames, all that type of stuff. Now we're just, patching holes, putting in trim, all that type of stuff.
Kyle's been working really hard on the floor.
Putting a little rubber flooring in. I'm cutting and measuring. I don't know how to measure nothing, but I'm trying. You cut 3 times, you only got to measure once. Then I think that's how you do it.
Measure twice. Cut 3 times.
You might have the right size piece of rubber.
Then you might not have to measure ever again.
Yeah, so it's been a fun little thing, but everyone's been really helpful. We should definitely say shout out to Stefan and Rocco.
Yeah,
they're two of our students.
They're like our true handymen.
Yeah, they're 2 of our students have been just super helpful around here.
We
giving a lot
wouldn't
of
have
their
been
time.
able to do it without them.
So really big shout out to them. Everyone else as well. Ian, Melvin, Big Matt. Katie,
Terry was there helping stuff.
Will, there's so many people came by to help us move all the weights and stuff. Oscott, all those guys. There's way too many people in the name, but
I'll be honest, I feel terrible because I missed the big day. I missed the day that they made the switch, talking about moving the weights.
You missed the weights, yep.
And I was out of town. I think at that time I was in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, might have been in Kazakhstan. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were
I was in
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. So like I've been having so many crazy travels. Like I spent the last month pretty much every weekend gone doing something. Went from Dallas to Kazakhstan, then we went to Miami, then I was just.
Then you went to Jersey.
New Jersey.
Was that literally
Atlantic
4 weekends in a row?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Maybe 1 week in between Miami. I think. I don't know.
I don't think you did.
Maybe
I
not.
don't think you did.
It's just so much.
Yeah. So Joey's been traveling and competing a lot, really, really representing the team. It was a funny thing that happened at the beginning of the year. We knew we'd kind of be taking over the gym, and we said to ourselves, we competed a lot last year, and we said we wouldn't be competing as much this year. And it happened a little bit in the beginning of the year, but I mean, towards the end, I
think I've ramped it up quite a bit.
The same thing happened as usual. We have a whole, team competition board where I've been keeping track of the whole team's stats for the year. And I think Joey only did 1 or maybe 2 competitions in the beginning half of the year.
Quarter, you mean?
For big quarter of the year. And then now you have done more competitions than anyone else.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I've really repped them out.
Yeah, really run.
So, and the year's just getting started. So we got a lot more fun stuff to be planned.
Yeah. So I mean, that was the first thing we wanted to talk about, the big changes around the building. So we moved the weight room. We got the new mat built out, and definitely still big things planned around the gym.
Should we talk about some fun projects we have planned?
Yeah, we got some.
I like talking through them.
You like talking about some of these ideas?
I've always thought, I think I've said this before, but like the only way to make something happen is you got to talk about it.
Speak it into existence.
Yeah, whenever you talk about it, you start bringing it up. It just becomes more realistic. And then also you have to then do it.
Yeah.
You said it.
Got to make the work.
Someone will be like, hey, you said you would do this.
Yeah. So, I mean, our main projects we're thinking about is a coffee bar.
Coffee bar is a big one.
Coffee bar and sauna are the two.
Recovery center.
Yeah,
a recovery rooms. I have basically a whole hallway here in our school. We could show that.
Yeah, I only think
I want
sauna.
All the sauna.
Because I'll never go in a cold bath. But
ever again? You've done it?
I will. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think only sauna, but recovery rooms are going to be a big thing for us as well. Places for you to just, sit and kind of meditate. I don't know what you would call those, like silent rooms.
Basically just therapy rooms. So therapeutic rooms for meditation. We're thinking about having some like IV therapy done in the building, which is going to be really nice. And that whole hallway can be done. It's just we have a lot of work to do in that hallway, so that's kind of exciting. It's a lot of space that we just aren't using. We aren't using for anything of value right now.
Production, yeah.
So that'll be nice to get that done. And then the room that we're sitting in right now is like we could call it the lobby. It's the front area of the building.
Yep.
We have a nice desk and stuff, but we have a lot of work to do in here. I want to get the floor done.
Yep.
And then I want us to open up. We already started opening up this wall behind us, and that's going to become basically like our pro shop, and where we can sell merchandise. And
we had a couple ideas about maybe making a little lounge area back there too.
Yeah,
I think
it's basically the lounge.
Yeah, a couple of good ideas. So
that way people can hang out, and it'll be a cool place to kind of.
I mean, just speaking about it, I mean, the way we talked about knocking out that extra wall and making it a nice room back there. I mean, it'd be nice to have like we talked about the coffee bar and then a place for people to drink and do coffee that is kind of separate from, it makes it its own little.
Yeah, it's all one building for it. And then, the coffee bar, I want to call it Real Cafe.
Yes, that's what I thought at first, but then you had put it first, Cafe Real.
Cafe
you put it backwards.
Real is great.
I kind of like the
Cafe Real is French. It makes it sound French.
Yeah.
It's a little fancier. So it just depends on
I'll grow a mustache if I got to work the front desk and be French.
Depends on how. I don't know. You're not into the French. I know you hate the French.
I love the French.
Really?
I love the French.
I thought last time you told me they were cowards.
Come on, the French started the cowards. French started World War I. French started World War II. Come on, the French are out there, baby.
Oh, we got to talk to historians first before we start throwing that out there.
The French are tough.
Yeah, we love the French. French fries, great stuff. French toast, great stuff.
Great American dishes.
Oh man,
yeah. So
I think we can use. Yeah, we're gonna utilize the space really well. the cafe idea is actually something I'm really passionate about. I want to do it so bad. I think about it almost every day. There's a little pop.
Well,
a little thought pops in my head. I'm like, oh man, this would be so cool.
Well, this is just because Joey's newer being hooked to coffee. Joey's like, it's only like a
I
year you've
became
been drinking coffee.
Since I opened the school in February, when I opened up the big building, I just started like got to drink coffee now.
I think I remember the day we used to, after 6 a.m.s, we would go get breakfast at the diner, and then just one day me and Tim were drinking, and you were like, let me try. I'll take a sip.
Yeah,
I
never drank. Yeah, and I still don't really even like it. Just kind of enjoy the process of it.
Making it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. We got our pot of coffee. So if we can get a real coffee bar too, like legit,
like French press.
I want to make it fancy. You know what I mean? I want to do it right.
Steam and milk.
But we'll also it'll be a cafe, so we can have smoothies, acai bowls. I think when we do events and stuff, it'll be a really valuable area for us to have. We have this idea of how I want to do it. Shout out to Sean Murphy, came up with a cool idea, and I think it could
just
really
a little
work.
shout out to Sean, not a huge shout out to Sean.
Small shout out, Sean Murphy. We love you. But yeah, so it's nice to speak about it. I think those are the major things. We just have, like you said, all aesthetic little stuff to do on top of it. But, I'm just so grateful to all of our students for being patient. There's been, it's been it really only been 7 months?
Yep.
6 months maybe since we opened up. And it's been a journey. It's been really tough.
A lot of stuff moving around, and a
lot of work, but it's been really rewarding too to see that it's been growing. I feel like we're in a good groove right now, especially with our jiu-jitsu program. Yeah,
jiu-jitsu is going great. We're really trying to hone in on the kids a little bit. I think that'll be nice. We'll get them competing a little bit more. We got a good groove with the adults competing and having people who want to compete and people who just want to train casually. We have a good kind of system for everybody. Now it's time to lock in on the kids a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the next big jump at least for our martial arts side of everything is the kids program. I think we can really do better.
Yeah.
I want to have, not just about numbers, like not just more kids, but, if competitions are something we want to do more for kids.
Be more competitive.
Just to build them up.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. Teaching kids is not it can be really difficult. It's not that the teaching kids is difficult. It's just if you're really trying to create a legitimate athlete, you have like two routes. You can try to just take a kid and just try to make them successful in the moment. And maybe that's not to make them the better grappler overall. Yes. It's like, just do this because you can, because you're, either this is your attributes, what you're going to.
The other kids won't know what's going on, so just do this.
It's like, it can kind of work that way a little bit. And
low ceiling. People do a lot
it's not even, and you can't knock it. It's not a bad thing. It's, if you just want to win at this moment. But I really have a bigger philosophy, I think, for what I want us to do with kids, which is to maybe delay the instant gratification so that down the road, we have some really talented kids. Yeah. But it's really hard to break through that. That time frame. Yeah. Because how are you going to compete if they're not winning? They don't really like it. It's tough. The parents might not like it. They do want to. Some parents we know really like their kids winning.
Love medals.
They love their kids
medals
more than the kids themselves. Sometimes the parents like the winning more. So that mindset of being able to maybe delay a little bit of those little joys of victory for the long haul or the long game, the long development of a child. I think that's something I want us to make. I just culturally, I want us to be able to express that to the parents.
That idea of delayed gratification is
really tough to teach kids.
Oh yeah. Well,
how do you teach a kid how to be like, hey, I know you didn't win today, but you're doing the right stuff, and maybe in a year from now it's going to work.
There is no future.
What's a year?
There's no future to them because they live in the moment as children. Yeah. So
if you're 5 years old and you try to tell a kid a year from now, that's a fifth of their life.
Or even too, you try to tell a kid like, hey, you can have Oreos tonight. They're like, I want Oreos now. Shut up.
I do like Oreos.
Yeah. So
Kyle wants Oreos now.
I love Oreo right now. Our podcast over.
We get some Oreos.
Milk.
So hopefully we can get our kids program growing the way we want. I think, you're a big piece of that. I want to really let you run wild with the kids competition team. Yep. It's something I kind of, I've expressed to you before, but I want to say it again out loud, is to kind of like let you have a little bit more say in that and figure out how you can develop that. What steps we should do.
Cool.
I know we've already discussed some ideas. Maybe we'll say it too. Is like more in-house tournaments.
Yep. Have them competing a little bit more, getting used to that environment.
Yeah. So setting up that space here where we can do a couple things. Like one, save money for parents. So they're not every 2 weeks going to another tournament, which is $150, maybe more, to go compete and maybe only get one
or two matches. Yep.
Where they can get that 1 or 2 matches here in an environment that's, it's cheap.
And they might be able to come here and get 7, 8 matches.
Yeah, and we're going to invite other schools that can come train with us for that and make it like a fun thing where they can learn to enjoy the stress of competition.
Yep.
So it's a good bridge between a bigger competition and just day-to-day life or day-to-day training.
And we've noticed that benefit a lot, even for our people who've done like that white belt bash as adults. We've had a lot of people who competed in-house first before they ever competed outside the gym.
Like the legendary Adrian Does Jiu-Jitsu.
I mean that
shout
kid,
out to Adrian Does Jiu-Jitsu. Got 10,000 followers now.
And he is the first ever white belt bash. It's just, how do things work out like that? That's how life works out.
He is the white belt basher.
I
knew it. I knew it from day one. The kid was going to be a superstar.
The kid had some talent. And it was not easy to become the white belt bash champion. He had a competition there. Kenny was the
favorite, right? Yeah, Kenny's still the favorite.
Yep. Oh man, that's gonna be exciting.
We just like Kenny.
We just love Kenny. Boy. Kenny's the man.
Yeah, we were gonna try to have Kenny on the show for this podcast.
Busy working.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got family stuff going on, but he was our first guest.
Yep.
So this is kind of like a special moment, our 50th episode, to kind of revisit back with him would be kind of cool, but maybe 51.
Kenny every Sunday sends me videos of he's like, you got to come over for Sunday, and they're making pasta and there's cold cuts everywhere. And you got to come try it, man.
Yeah, what's the deal with the cold cuts?
They love the cold. They just love the fresh meats.
When you say they, you're talking about Italians?
The Italians.
Okay.
The Italians love the cold cuts.
They love cold cuts.
Yeah, cold cuts of meats.
Cold cuts of meats. So it's like salami.
Yep, salami, gabagool.
Gabagool.
A little bit of
what the hell is gabagool?
It's one of the types. I don't know which one it is.
I thought that was just an expression when you're mad. You're like,
no,
gabagool.
I think it's like olive loaf. I think. I could be wrong.
Olive
Am I wrong?
Loaf?
Is that it? Oh, okay.
Our producer.
Capaculo. Yeah. Capaculo. Okay.
That's what they put on the Jimmy John's.
Capaculo.
He was saying gabagool.
Yes, I didn't know. I just. Okay.
Hey, what is a friggin' gabagool?
That's awesome.
Kenny can fix this for us.
I'll take a pound of gabagool.
Give me the gabagool.
That's awesome.
I thought it was gabagoo. It's not gabagoo?
Gabagool.
Capacool? What do you call it?
Capaculo.
Gabacula.
Give me the salami. I'm a salami guy myself.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about the cold cuts. I do love a good cold sandwich.
You like a cold cut sandwich.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Italian sandwich. Yeah. Jersey Mike's.
You slice up some turkey, I'll eat it.
Yep.
But you place a bunch of meat on a plate all rolled up. It's kind of weird.
You don't like it like that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
I couldn't stop
I don't
myself.
know. Maybe I do.
Yeah.
Maybe like a cheese platter.
Ooh, yeah.
Like a charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie board. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think meat's more than the cheeses though.
I'll pick at the cheeses.
Yeah,
like a little rat.
Little cheese action.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
we have some plans. Speaking of in-house tournaments, and we're talking about the kids right now, but it does make me think about with all this talk about Adrian and Kenny. We had two years in a row where we did the same date for our white belt bash, and our white belt bash is something we really enjoyed and had so much fun doing, and that was always in June, the end of June. I think we did it the same day twice, or it was like at least this last weekend of June.
It was right there, yeah.
So we missed our date, and we were thinking about. We were like trying to plan it. It's like things were not.
Yeah,
working
tried
out.
to rush it. It wouldn't have worked.
I was traveling, and we had a lot of different competitions, and it's just wasn't happening. So it kind of died, and it was like in our mind, we're like, oh well, it was a good run.
Mm-hmm.
No white belt bash 3.
But just like the epic, Superman does return.
You think so?
And the white belt bash, I think, is coming back.
Superman sucks, dude.
Superman sucks. I'm not a kick lately.
You like Superman?
No, I didn't like the new Superman. I've been listening to Kevin Smith's podcast where they discuss Superman.
Kevin Smith is cool.
Yeah. So
I do like him. Silent Bob?
Yep, Silent Bob. Yeah. So he's got a good podcast. But
I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah. So I think
it's returning.
I think we're gonna bring it back. So
yeah, I think we need to.
September. We're thinking like one of the last weekends of September.
Yeah. We don't have everything pinned down, so we still gotta sit down and get all of our opponents.
Yep, but it's kind of like around our grand opening kind of date.
My hope is that we can use that as a fun kickoff to like a weekend of events.
Yes,
like a Friday night, and we'll do an in-house tournament, make it all fun. We got a lot of white belts. We can even make it a whole thing. We can even do 2 different divisions.
Well, I was thinking 2 divisions, and I was also thinking last time we had 3 spots. We got enough room to do 4 spots, so we could do
more matches.
We could do more competitors in the bracket. Yeah. Because we could run 4 matches at a time. It would take 1 more round.
Then we do the championship round in there.
Yeah, we've done 6 rounds before, so I think it'd be 7 rounds of 4 competitors. I'll have to do the math on it, but I think that'd be a cool way to do it.
I think we can stick to the 6.
Yep.
It's perfect, but maybe we can look at either and a weight class of 7, 80 up, 80 below or something, or even a masters.
Super fights. We can do some super
We'll
fights.
definitely do some super fights. Bring back some old veterans.
Yeah, we've never done any super fights.
Yeah, I want to make it a big event.
I mean, we could do Simo and Adrian because they won 1 and 2.
That was a big storyline that I wanted. I wanted that one bad, and honestly, it's a good matchup. I know Simon doesn't train very much anymore, but he's still just a nightmare.
He can go, baby.
Yeah, Adrian should be able to run through him, but you never know. The smart money would be on Adrian. But Simon's got something special about him.
I like taking some bets. So
that would be fun.
Yeah, so we got that planned out. So we're gonna plan it out a little more, but that's I would say 99% official. We're doing it.
The hope is September, end of September.
Yep.
My hope is that all of this month we have a lot less obligations. Next weekend we have the XFO.
Yep.
So we have 2 people competing on the XFO, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But pretty much that's it for August, right?
Yep.
Giuseppe will be in
Vegas.
as well.
Him and
next
Elias.
weekend.
Yeah.
Him and Elias. But I don't think there's anything else in August.
We were going to do Branson. We didn't. You injured your
tomorrow.
foot.
Yeah. So we kind of have this opportunity to hopefully finish up some little projects, make this place look presentable, and then it'd be nice to be able to do like a end of September, like grand opening, grand reopening,
Yeah. Really
something
cool.
special, and then we can really start. I feel like we still haven't even begun to scratch the surface on how many people we can have here and
so awesome
build the program.
Yeah, I mean we've had so many people competing and stuff lately, and the team is really growing. So it's been really cool. Yeah. So do you want to talk about the stuff coming up?
I think we have to, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
next weekend
in terms of matches coming up. Oh, let the lights stay off. So next weekend we have Dre fighting and Logan grappling, correct?
Yeah. So for Logan, this is a cool opportunity for him. He's been, with our team now for a few months, and he's a very talented blue belt, super sweet, nice kid too. I really like him. He's a great training partner.
Yep.
And he, he's done a couple tournaments. He just competed with us in Miami. He did awesome.
Did really well.
Took 3rd place, which is in his division's like, massive group. What is it?
6-1, I think.
Yeah, 6
matches. A lot of matches.
And he's a good finisher. So like this is a pro show where he's going to be, grappling in a cage and with a really good MMA fighter.
Okay.
So a tough kid, it's going to be tough. But I really believe in him. I think he's a super talented kid. And it's just fun opportunities like that for someone like him who, he's been doing a lot of tournaments. To go do a special like super fight, I think it's really got to be fun for him.
He had a really great match last weekend, I believe. Into Grappling Industries. He had a rematch with a kid who he had competed against, and he footlocked the kid, and they disqualified him. And then I went and argued with the refs for a while, and then afterwards we came to the conclusion. They're like, "Yeah, you're right. He should have won." And it was the finals match, and I was like, oh, "Okay, so what are we gonna do?" And they're like, "That's it." What?
For Grappling Industries?
For Grappling Games.
So
then he rematched him at Grappling Industries, and same thing. Logan took him down right away and was dominating from the top. And last time he just didn't need to drop back for a leg lock, and I could see it on him. Like he wanted to. I'm like, "Logan, don't do it." And then he just dominated and won the match. And so I brought it up to him afterwards.
Awesome.
I was like, "I saw you want to drop back in a leg lock," and he's like, "Yeah."
Finishing.
He's like, "That goes through my head." He's like, when I get tired, I just want to try to. I'm like, I know, I do the same thing. Yeah, I just want to try to tap him, but don't do that when
you want the match to be over.
Yep. So he did great.
Yeah. Sometimes we look for the out.
Yep. But he wanted to get revenge on the kid. It was a
awesome.
really impressive match. Out wrestled him, and
Logan's talented. I really enjoy watching him grapple.
So
that'll be fun.
And then we also have Dre, and I'll just what I'll say is Dre had a fight scheduled like a month ago, maybe?
He was supposed to find the same card as Hector.
Yeah. So we did like a
And,
fight sim
Axel.
for him, and he looked good. But then we just did another fight sim for him, and the time from then to now, he just looks astronomically better. I thought he
That's
looked
good.
really, really good.
I'm happy to hear that.
yeah.
I feel like everything happens for a reason. He it was all the way up to the day of the weigh-ins. He was cutting weight and everything, and
Yep.
then with the opponent dropped out, which happens. So hopefully this all works out, and he has his opponent makes weight.
Yeah,
he makes weight. You
Same
never
thing,
know.
Yeah.
MMA is like that. You never really know until you're in the cage. It's never like official.
Yeah, you had a lot of that.
Oh yeah,
Was your first fight like that?
my first ever fight that was supposed to happen.
Yep.
That happened to
happened,
me where
yeah.
I sold like 3 tables and like a bunch of tickets. A bunch of my friends were gonna go. I was
Jeez.
still in high school.
Yep.
And then like I got there, and I think it was the day before weigh-ins. The
Okay.
guy pulled out or got hurt or whatever. And
Yeah.
they tried to find me one, they couldn't. And I fought like a couple weeks after that.
Okay.
So like similar idea.
Yeah.
And I've had times where I've weighed in with a guy and the guy didn't show up the day of
Man.
the fight.
Yeah.
Like, things like that happen a lot, especially in the amateur
Yeah.
ranks, and then it gets better in the
Well, just like an amateurs, right? There's the only incentive for them is they are ruining their reputation to get another fight, but like
Yeah.
there's no pay or
Yes,
there's no
if you're not getting
penalty
paid,
really
yeah.
for not showing up.
Yeah, what can you do? Say,
then
hey,
two-
don't do that.
And then two, you kind of like understand it. Like, dude, if I showed up and I saw you all shredded and stuff, I'm like, I'm not just gonna get my ass kicked tomorrow. I know what's gonna happen.
You should
tomorrow.
not be fighting,
You know,
man.
yeah. Well, and then those guys don't. They don't.
But
They don't show up to the fight.
Dre's got a lot of heart and a lot of will, and he really, legitimately, he wants to do this so bad.
Yeah.
It's a passion for him. So, he's as ready as he can be, and he's gonna do the best he can. I'm excited for him. I think it'll be a really fun event.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of how much work he's put in. So it'll be special for him to cash in on that.
Yep.
And-
See him putting in a lot of extra work too.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
coming in,
he's
training
worked
in the
so
morning
hard.
and then bringing his kids for kids class
Oh,
and going to
yeah.
the extra room and doing work and
yeah, he's a
so
dog.
that'll pay off for
It's
sure.
gonna be so much fun. So that's next weekend. So we do have something to look forward to
Yep.
next
So that'll
week.
be really exciting.
And I'll also say too, that's a very special event. So it's not just another card. It's it has a special place for me because my first ever MMA fight that I ever did have, my first amateur fight, and a bunch of, I think I fought there maybe 6 or 7 times. It's at the same venue. So this is the XFO is coming back after a few years they've been away. And every year during the summer they would have a outdoor show. They call it Outdoor War. And it's a fight at an Island Lake at Side Outs. So, this it's cool for me to be a coach now.
Yep.
And have a student of mine fighting on a card that I've done. That was almost I don't know. That was 12 years ago or
Yeah,
something.
but-
Maybe more, 14 years ago.
yeah. Insane, right?
Yeah. I was 18. So
Yeah.
what am I now? 34?
Yeah. 16 years.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wow.
So 16 years ago, I was fighting on that.
Yep.
And now I got a student doing
How many
that.
times did you do it? You did a bunch, didn't you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 times I fought.
I was gonna say,
that.
good amount of your fights are there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
I
win your belt at that outdoor war?
No.
It's
no,
just
that
at
was,
Expo?
that was at Lake Geneva.
Okay.
It was really fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh my God. Were you there with Corey too? Me, Corey.
No, I
Remember
wasn't
Rory
there.
Markham?
Yeah, I remember Rory.
Rory
Yep.
Markham fought
Yeah.
on that card.
He
Vince
just smoked some guy, right? Rory just
Oh
came
my
out and
God.
smoked some
Yeah.
guy, right?
Rory Markham, an old UFC fighter, he trained with us for that event, and he was just awesome.
He was scary.
he was a tank.
Yeah.
And yeah. it was
I
really
remember
fun.
like meeting him and then like, he fought Nate Diaz at 170. And I just remember like meeting Rory and being like,
Rory's huge.
and just be like, oh, the weight classes are just different.
Yeah.
Like,
70 doesn't mean
it's a
anything.
different thing. Yeah, that guy's
I think he
230
fought at
pounds.
200 pounds when he did
Yeah.
that fight. So the outdoor war is gonna be fun. Hopefully you guys come out. I think we're gonna be doing a podcast. Did you hear about this?
with Dan Lardy.
With the owner of the XFO, the promoter Dan Lardy, who's a friend of ours.
Yep.
I think we're gonna go out there. Me, you, and Christian. We're gonna do some promo for it. We'll probably do the day of the weigh-in. We'll go shoot a little podcast, and then have some fun on Saturday
Nice.
and
Watch the show.
Watch the show. What else? Anything else looking forward to, Kyle?
So, I mean, that's coming up. We have, not till September, we have stuff coming up. We have the Jeff Curran Invitational. You and me are competing on that. You're
Nice.
competing for a title.
Yeah, I'm the main event.
Yep. So that'll be really cool. We get to do, Jeff gave me and Joey our black belt. So it's really cool to get to compete on his first event.
He's excited about it too. He kept texting us.
Yeah.
I think he's got like another one already planned.
Yeah, so
I
it's-
don't know if we're allowed to talk about it or not, but he's already planned the second event.
Yep.
But yeah, there's
Wow, I didn't even just put together how funny it is. There's the CJI and now the JCI. It's a flip.
You just realized that? I thought
I
that
knew it was close. Yeah,
I thought that was intentional.
Yeah, that's
The
awesome.
JCI and the CGI.
Man. Yeah, so that'll be really fun. We have you and me, and we have a good amount of our students on the show as well.
Yeah, I mean, too many to name. I don't even know.
Yeah, Zed, Logan, Ian. I think but we got a good. I think there's probably 5 or 6 people also competing. Terry, that's
Will.
really cool. Will.
How many other? Do you know any others? I think that's everyone.
If you're on there, let us know. I mean, we
but we got to start thinking about this thing. We got to get it going.
So that's cool. And then after that, we will be going to Louisville for
That's
the ADCC.
the plan. Yeah, I think we want to bring a big team out to Louisville.
That's our next travel trip. So, guys, if you are interested in traveling and competing with us,
I'm thinking we get a bus. I still think get a bus.
I'm
would be
down
so
to get a
much
bus.
fun.
We got people who can drive a CDL. I think we should do it.
Yeah. Imagine if we just rented a big school bus.
I'm down.
That'd be fun.
Bring back my football days, baby.
I mean, I honestly, it would make me want to just buy the bus.
I think we should. We'll wrap it. Our full RMMA.
Oh gosh, can you imagine?
We'll have it
Start
parked out
looking
back.
for a
I'll
bus.
just live in it.
Yeah,
I mean,
get a van, live down by the river. It'd be great to be living in a van down by the river. I know that it would be fun to just like all cruise out there.
I think that's the event, dude.
How cool would that be if we had a little van?
We don't even get a hotel. We all sleep in the bus.
Like an RV would be cool. So something to think about. But yeah, well, I think that would be really fun.
That's gonna be cool.
Trip.
And then when do you and Giuseppe go to Serbia?
October.
Man.
So that's October, early October. Yeah, myself and Giuseppe, we qualified, and I think that's probably. I don't think we did a podcast since then.
No,
we did the USA grappling team trials, and both of us took first place. So we got a full ride to Serbia to compete in the World Championships. This is just like what I did last year. Last year I did this, and it was in Kazakhstan in Astana, and this year it'll be in Serbia.
very cool.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm all about travel. I love it. So
Yep.
I'm excited about it. This is my big goal for the year. I remember last year I wrote it down. And I said I want to get a gold medal for the UWW.
Yep.
After last year I took a bronze. So, I've been keeping that on my mind throughout the entire
Well, you were really.
year.
I remember you coming back and you do 62 kgs last
I did
year.
62
and you
kgs.
just said to me, you were like, did you not even really know there was 58?
So under. Yeah.
I think we
weren't-
kind of didn't know.
We didn't know because they didn't have that for the
Qualify
team
for the
trials.
US?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then I got there and there was a 58 kgs division, which for those who are unfamiliar, that's like 127 and a half or 128 basically. And then I competed at 136
Mhm.
and some change. And I probably weighed in the day of at 131.
Mhm.
So I was only like 3 pounds, 4 pounds over. And I saw all these guys cutting weight the morning of. And I'm like, man, it's not that I feel like I was uncompetitive.
No,
I
you
still
look great.
placed,
You won. Yeah,
I still placed, but it was like some of those guys were really, really big. So
I think that a lot of
me
people
competing at 58 kgs, I think it's going to be, that's my weight class. It's like
people
where it's
don't
at.
give a lot of or maybe they don't even recognize that like the huge difference it is. Like if someone outweighs me by 5 pounds, percentage wise, it's different than when someone outweighs you by 5 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
it's a big deal, man.
Yeah, and it's just the length too. So it's like it'll be nice to be the bigger guy, or to and there'll be guys bigger than me.
Yep.
Like even the guy I competed against and beat for the spot.
Yep.
He was still like big. He was just a big kid.
Yeah.
But no matter
Young
what,
kid.
no matter how big you are, it's like if you made the weight, you're not that much bigger than
You
me.
can't be. Yeah.
Yeah. So as we go lower in weight, 125 is like my true
You
weight.
start kicking people out.
I was small for 25. So like, I competed. I had 5 MMA fights, 5-0. I won a title at 115 pounds.
Yeah.
That's just to give you perspective on how light I am.
Yeah.
So most of my competitions are, at 145 and 135 now as a grappler.
Yep.
And it's just like, I have to try really hard to get that heavy.
Yeah.
But my hope is like, just to give you my mindset, and I would love to hear what yours is. But my hope is I want to win this thing. I want to get gold medal, and then I'll never make the weight class again.
Yeah. I like that.
And then I'm just going to eat as much as I
Get
can.
you real big.
And I want to get as big as I can, lift a bunch, and try to get up to like 145, and then compete back down at like 130.
Well, so that's great, but I think even better will be we'll get you up to 145, and then I'll just still talk you into doing the 58 kgs.
Suck me out.
Yep, you'll be enormous and small.
Get me all skinny again. Yeah, it's tough. Just going up and down like that is really
It's hard
rough.
on your body,
Really rough as you get older, especially. So, like after this, if I get a gold medal, there's a high likelihood I just come, like my goal is going to be huge. I want to be like 155. I want to be like 180. 250 pounds of pure muscle.
You and Franco will be hitting side chest every day.
I'll be so fat.
So
It's gonna be
Arnold
great.
big.
No, I just want to get muscular and get heavy. So it'd be fun to be able to put some weight on.
I think that's a good goal.
It's a cool goal for like 2026 is to get up to like 145. I've never been over like, maybe like after eating like 141, 142.
Yeah, no, I've never seen you. Yeah, I've
140
seen
is
you
the
crest
heaviest.
140 a little bit.
Yeah. How about you? What do you want to do?
But I think I'm gonna try to stay around like 160.
What are you competing at the Jeff Curran Invitational? 55?
160, I think.
60.
Yeah, and then
That's
I'm
like your sweet spot.
yeah,
Right?
and then I'm gonna do
Trials.
Aaron's show
Oh, cool.
in October, and I think that's at like 153 or something like that.
53. That's
yeah, like
light.
53.
That's
yeah,
your lightest.
yeah. So
in
I've
a
done,
long time.
I've done 55 a bunch lately, but 53 will be a little light. And then like if that goes really good for trials, I'll try to do like 145. We'll see
Whoa.
we'll see.
If you do 145, you got to really, really
Yeah.
get light.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to instead of like cutting weight that day, it would have to be like a process over that
Yeah.
week instead of
Yeah, you
just
can't cut down
yeah.
to 45.
yeah.
You'll kill yourself.
I've done it, but yeah,
No, you
not
haven't.
anymore.
You have not cut down to 45. What was that? Fucking 2008? No, 2018. I mean,
No,
was
it was
definitely
it was like
before-
a brown belt. I mean, so
it was definitely before COVID.
yeah. It's like 2018. Something like
There's
that.
no way. If you wanted to do it, we could do it, but you'd have to change everything.
Yeah, if you're real skinny.
Because we're talking November, I think, actually. November
trials, yeah.
is when the East Coast trials will be happening.
Yep.
That'll be in Orlando. And if you want to do that, September, so like after that, then you compete. Is it October you're going to compete for the,
Yeah.
was it double gold?
Yep.
If you can stay around 155 and start waking up and operating
58,
no more than 160,
Yep.
you could do it.
So we'll see. Plan
You
it
have
out.
to change a little bit of
Yep.
your body, and how you eat. It's tough.
Running a little bit
It
more.
would not be easy
No. But it's,
because you're not a little guy. You're
No.
tall. But imagine
yeah.
it'd be
I'll
sweet.
be big. Big
Yeah,
boy.
you'd be really heavy. You
Big
can
boy.
compete
Big
at,
dog
like-
in this house. Woof, woof.
So that's cool. It's exciting. So we got pretty much all of September and October planned out.
Yep.
And then before you know it, it's the end of the year.
Yep.
We're starting fresh again. This podcast will be what is it, September? So next month I think it'll be 2
3
years.
2 years?
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
2023? No.
Yeah. Might be 3 years.
No way. What is it, 2025? I want to say 2 years ago we did our first episode.
Yeah, we'll have to look
So
back.
50 episodes in 2 years?
25 a year? It's pretty good. One every 2 weeks.
Hey, ain't too bad.
Not a bad average.
I think we could do better.
We could definitely do better. We've been
So,
doing okay.
Maybe that's a good goal for us too, is to start just getting more consistent with
Yep.
this and getting our guests back into it. We just gotta set a day.
Well, I think
Sundays have always been kind of our rhythm.
we should start, doing what we were doing before. We got to get some of these people after open mat to stick around. We have a good crew like Newark. We got to do Logan. We got to do Will. We got to do.
There's so many people.
Yeah, we got a new flow of people to do.
And I don't mind. I think we need to go back and talk to people from 2 years
No,
ago.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
We need
if it's honestly, if it's been 2 years, that's crazy.
I mean, think Kenny, Taylor, Dakota. We could do everybody. That we did.
All the
Dakota put her phone in her head again.
some of our highest views of all time.
Yep.
Is the Kenny's podcast, Dakota's podcast. We could get these people back on and
Yeah. What made those two kick?
I
That
don't
was
know.
interesting, right?
Well, I could tell you what it is, but
Yeah.
do we want to talk about that?
Man,
It's about my feet.
they look good.
I don't know why.
They look good.
That's why they're up on the table.
Displaying.
If you're not sure what I'm
That's
talking
why
about,
I
go
keep-
back and read the comments. You don't have to zoom in on this. Are you zooming in on this?
That's why I keep my sandals on, so people keep the foot viewership. Your feet are much
keep them down?
much better looking than mine. They
You
don't
think
want to
so?
see my toes.
I mean, right now, if you look at my ankle, it's really swollen.
Yeah,
So-
you got a big swollen
So
foot.
last weekend I got to compete, and we mentioned it, but I'll talk a little bit more in depth about it. I got to compete for a championship match against one of the best grapplers in the world right now, especially at my weight, which is Junior Ocasio, who I think, when we started the podcast, probably wasn't too much longer after I beat him.
No, I think we talked
September.
about it on
So
the
it's
podcast.
June,
yeah.
July, August, September. A couple months later. But I beat Junior Ocasio about 2 years ago, and since then he's won every major title there is to win in grappling, every IBJJF World Championship, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And he's just been on a good roll. And then it was funny. He sent me a message. He sent me a message after Kazakhstan. So we were on different teams in AIGA or for AIGA, and we talked to each other. He's a nice guy, and he said good job, blah blah. And but then he sent me a message when I got home, and he was like, "Hey, do you mind checking your messages? Someone's trying to message you, invite you to do a match against me." He's like, "I feel really bad messaging you, but I want to make sure you see it." And I just don't read my inbox. If I'm not friends with them, it doesn't show it. So I went through all my unread stuff, and there's 30 things. Oh shit! Someone did send me a message, and so they invited me to do a match with him, and it was a week's notice, and I have I'm trained.
Ready to
Why
go?
not? Yeah. So I did it. Didn't go our way. We lost. I got submitted. My ankle got popped pretty good, so you can see it's still a little swollen. Nothing catastrophic, but it's
It's definitely got to heal up.
It's never fun.
No.
You've had this. We've talked,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure, about it on the podcast. Logan Hicks
Broke my foot good.
popped his foot in kind of a similar fashion in terms of a straight ankle lock type of pressure, or toe hold type of pressure. So it's, the outside of the ankle is a little swollen. I trained hard today, kind of my first time rolling really hard, and it felt fine. It's just, a little tender.
I mean, it's the funny. I remember the first time I realized the reason you put a brace on is the ligaments on the inside aren't working, so you just got to put some on the outside. It kind of works the same.
Hold it together.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm made of glue.
you tape it up strong, it'll stay. It gets a little sore after.
My biggest concern is making sure that our fans aren't upset about this.
Oh God!
If they stop watching because of the deformity of my ankle, we're screwed.
Who knows? Maybe it'll get you more followers.
Yeah, you never know. Look at that. Would you look at it?
Deformedfeet.org.
That could be a big thing. We might blow up.
Or maybe they want to do
this shit's gonna blow up on my ankle.
Maybe they want to help your foot. Or reformfeet.org.
This video just blew up like my ankle.
Yeah, but you can get a little PT. It's nice having people who do a little PT around here.
Very, very grateful and thankful for Will and Terry. They're both doctors of physical therapy, and they give me some great advice, some exercises to do, and some manual therapy. And this is all stuff that is part of in general, what I want as a building.
Yeah.
This is what I want, real wellness, the concept of it, real movement in martial arts, all of it, is to kind of get, that holistic approach to healing. And
I mean, there's definitely both sides of it. It's not like hippy dippy type stuff. I mean, they're college educated, physical therapists. And then at the same time, it's
and I'm more of the hippy dippy.
That's what I mean. More than that, I mean, you and me are just
Just
oh, my ankle hurts. I'll
hate-
just wrap some tape around it and roll. And then it's they're
I just try to do,
maybe you
I do
should,
some positive affirmations. I say, you are not hurt.
It
You
feels
are not
good. It
hurt.
feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Go. Yeah.
And that's the hippie stuff.
Yeah.
With the strength of the mind, you can accomplish anything. I don't care how your ankle
Oh,
feels.
my foot.
No, just kidding. You got to take care of yourself, and this is just the reality of being an athlete, especially in a combat sport. You're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
We've all been through injuries and got recovery, and it's a big part of it. But I think we train smart.
Yeah.
Smart enough where we can figure this stuff out, and
You have
able
enough
to
different
stay.
training partners that you trust to
Yeah.
take care of you.
So I'm excited. I think September is going to be a great month for us.
Yeah. So we talked about the new map. Talked about stuff coming up. Talked about stuff that happened. We had.
How about you? Anything else?
Yeah. So I mean, we got that stuff coming up. We got the CJI. We got.
Have you had any
Louisville.
fun highlights this year for yourself? What was your favorite tournament you've done
My
so far?
favorite
I mean,
tournament.
it's kind of
I've
like a
done this
half
year
year
so
review,
far.
I guess.
Yeah. What was the favorite thing I've done this year so far?
I mean, you've had some adversity too.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your chest?
Yeah. So I've got a little bit of a reoccurring staph infection in my chest.
Kyle's had some staph infections.
Yeah, I've had a
we've had
little
to
bit
drug them
before.
up.
Yeah, I've had a little bit before where it's went away, but I got one spot a little bit in my chest, and antibiotics. I couldn't compete in Miami, and it went away, but then it kind of popped back up in a different spot in my chest. So I think it just probably didn't completely die. Take some antibiotics and
We got to kill this thing.
kill it again, But that's just the nature of training. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
The funny thing about it is we all, you try to stay so clean and stuff like that, but then you start reading about it. It's like maybe you're showering too much, and maybe you're
Killing your-
and then also too.
Killing your good bacteria.
Honestly, just reading about it and hearing, everybody's had it once or twice really bad. You
Yeah,
know, you
so
talk to most people who've trained a bunch. They've had it once.
I
It's
can only
kinda-
speak from my experience when I had it where I had to be hospitalized.
Yeah.
I had a really bad staph infection on my knee, and my knee was so swollen, and I had to, stay in the hospital for 3 days, and I had to get drained.
Yeah.
And, I had intravenous antibiotics
yeah.
to deal with it. That was terrible experience. And I was really young. I was a wrestler as a kid, and I was just happy not having to go to school. So I was like, yeah, it's no big deal. So I think it's just it's tough, man.
I think it's part of just we've been doing a lot. I've been
stress.
Yeah, I've been staying here like late nights helping us build the gym and stuff. So I think just not sleeping and stuff, and your immune system's more worn down more than it being
that's quite possibly part of it too.
Someone bringing on the matters. We're pretty we keep everything pretty clean. Yeah, I don't eat healthy.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it too, like your gut health. I think there is something to that. Probiotics and making sure that your stomach is handling it well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot to it. Hopefully, we can get you all cleared up and feeling good,
ready back to competing. So, I mean, in terms of competing, I've had a good amount of stuff this year. I can't think anything specific.
Just
that was
your fight to win stuff you enjoyed.
Fight to win was really fun. That was definitely a little bit of a fiasco trying to find a match and stuff like that. But that was fun. A couple local competitions. We did some of the ADCCs were fun this year. So yeah, did a good time competing.
Yeah, I think September is gonna be a good month for you. We'll start with the JCI.
Yeah, JCI will be cool.
We should be calling it JCI, right?
JCI, yeah.
I keep saying Jeff Curran Invitational.
Yeah, but that's
too long.
That's cool.
JCI sounds
JCI is good. It got a nice little ring to it. It'll confuse everyone with the CJI. I love it.
I want to also give a little shout out to our boy Christian.
Yeah.
Who trains with us? Who he started his own media company. I mean, he's been doing his own thing for a while. He's directed movies and he's been working with us. But we started this, and I'm proud to say that I'm a part of it, and nothing creative. I'm just like kind of just a backer and helping it out. But Real Roll, which is a cool name because it's not just Real Roll, but roll as in film.
Yeah. It'll branch out of not being just jiu-jitsu, and no one will notice.
Real as in like film reel.
A real film reel. Yeah.
That's pretty clever right there.
No, I get it. Like the Beatles, BAT. It looks like the Oneaters. Yeah.
Beatles. Yeah, the Real Roll. So Real Roll is going to become like kind of like a combat sports influencer. That the goal is to try to work through not just like jiu-jitsu but MMA and help other businesses, other schools, So our big goal with it is for someone like Christian who's really creative, and for him to use that outlet and to help grow other businesses and other athletes even. And cover good events. And
he's already been doing that. He went out to, what was the event? You did the
Midwest
Finishers event. You did some of the other events too. So it's really cool.
He's hooking up with other schools and helping them out. And so, something to look forward to. And, this is without him and Real Roll and all that stuff, like everything we're doing would be very difficult.
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't even get done. It would just be us talking about it. So,
so
we're really grateful, Christian.
Yeah. I mean, he's big shout out to him too. He's keeping our like Instagram and our YouTube channels going.
Yeah.
So, get out there and follow. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And, all that type of stuff is kind of like hidden gems sometimes for people that don't even know that stuff's out there, but it's continuous content, stuff coming out every week.
If there's anyone listening who's like interested in, maybe you have a school yourself or just your own personal brand that you're trying to help build, that's kind of what the business is for. Real Roll is just a way for us to kind of help you with content and stuff like that. So you can reach out to me or to Christian, and Real Roll has its own Instagram. So we'll be growing it. Yeah. It's going to be something to look forward to. I think it's going to be really big in the next few years.
Yeah, really cool
Especially
media.
in this local Midwest scene, it's going to be a big piece of the puzzle.
Very cool.
Anything else, bro?
I think that's everything that's been going on. Really excited for the XFO this next coming weekend. So everyone like we said, we've gone through phases. As much as we said a podcast every other week has been kind of our average, but it's been sporadic every once in a while.
We're gonna get back to it.
Yeah, we're gonna be back
to
it.
I'm determined. Like right now, I'm so tired. I feel exhausted.
Yep.
That's for a bunch of different reasons. But travel wise,
it's okay to feel exhausted and still have a fun podcast.
We
just got to do it.
Yeah, I think I think if we can just get to a schedule and really start telling, talking to people who want to be on it
Yep.
and scheduling it for them. Say, hey, come on in, we'll do it this time.
Yeah. So next week, guys, we're gonna have the XFO owner on there, and then I'm just guessing right now, but I think a great thing is let's do the XFO owner, and then after
Logan.
the event, we'll do Logan because he'll have competed,
Yeah, that'd be
and
great.
we'll just flow right into all this. After that, we'll probably do maybe Giuseppe and Elias at the same time after doing
Elias
nationals.
would be awesome.
We got a good nice run of stuff coming up. So yeah.
Yeah, keep following.
Yeah, keep following.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was episode 50 of the Keep It Rollin Podcast.
That was with my toe. In case
And
you're
those are good looking feet.
In case you're into that kind of stuff. Hold on, one more time. Yeah, baby. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us in episode 50 of the Keep It Rollin Podcast. We will
See you next week.